Hello, I'm Shadow Duke, and welcome to my first Ironman video. So when we last left off, we talked over what some of the goals were of this account and what we wanted to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting that 70 prayer that I was talking about before, so that way I can make that barrows grind just a little bit easier because I'll have Mortania Legs 3, which will allow me to teleport to the Mortania, the Shades of Morton, and just make my life easier in general. It'll save me time. It's going to be a big waste of time to do without those legs. So as you can see here, I already have the easy and the medium done completely. The only thing I need to do is the hard, and then I'll have those legs. So I'm going to need to have 71 agility to climb that spike in the Slayer Tower, which I have 70, so I can easily get a spicy stew, or I can just make an agility potion in order to do that. Next is to go to Mostly Harmless and chop and burn mahogany logs, which I believe is also another thing I can do. If I remember correctly, mahogany should only be around level 50. And to chop it as well, it's going to be 50. Just the same. And lastly, the only other thing I need is, let's see here. Pray at the altar of nature with piety activated. So that's why I need that level 70 prayer to do that, and mine some mithril ore in the abandoned mine. Well, I'm level 60, so I can mine mithril as far as I remember. Yes, I can. So that's not going to be a problem either. The only issue is just going to be getting there, which is not going to be an issue at all. So I did a little bit of research here, and it looks like I'm going to need around 300 bones if I'm going to be doing the Chaos Altar method, which gives 50% chance of getting the bone back, which theoretically should be better than doing the ectofungus, the ectophile, not the fungus. So as you can see here, I have 2 bones, so I'm almost at my goal of 300. Just only 298 more to go. Am I right? That's a very small number in this game, so it shouldn't really take that long. I'm gonna do green dragons and maybe blue dragons. It really depends on how much attention I want to pay. And also, I gotta check if I have a looting bag, because that will change my mind as well. I do not, but I believe I can get a looting bag through killing the green dragons. Alright, so I decided to go with the blue dragons instead of green, just because I have the 70 agility to get through this obstacle course, so it's going to save a lot of time, traveling here, and it's AFK, and I don't need to worry about people PKing me or anything like that. So I just figured this would be the better method of going, just for the sake of convenience. Nothing's really going to happen interesting here, so I'll just see you when I have my bones, pretty much. Alright, so it looks like I actually just got a cool little milestone here of 80 hit points. At least I think that's a cool milestone. Break that 80 number, that 80 mark. Finally got that second one. So I got 80 strength and 80 hit points. So that's pretty cool. This was just the first inventory, so I am picking up the hides and the bones, because obviously this is going to be great crafting experience. It would be extremely wasteful for an Ironman, any Ironman, to not pick up these dragon hides. So yeah, as you can see here, I do already have quite a few, if I can pull it up, quite a few dragon hides from previous slays that I've done, but yeah, it'll start adding up. I still don't have, like I said, this is just my first trip, so it's gonna take a while. Alright, so I've been killing blue dragons for about an hour and a half now. I managed to get 104 kills because I started with 2 bones, and obviously I also kept the hides here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of break, and I'm going to use these bones, and then I'm also going to use these ensouled heads, just so I can do something different for a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to that blue dragon grind and get the rest of the bones that I need to finish it up. So I actually need to make a burning amulet first, because I don't feel like walking over there. I only have enough bones for about 4 trips, so 1 amulet should do for now. How do I make this thing? I don't actually know how to make a burning amulet, if I'm being honest with you. I'm pretty sure I can make it. It's level, it's only a level 16 gem here. Red topaz amulet. Oh right, it uses silver, not gold, of course. Luckily I have 1 silver bar in the bank, so that's all I need. Alright, there we go. Topaz amulet. String that bad boy. And now I just need to figure out which spell I actually need to use to enchant it. I assume it's going to be probably like a level 2 or 3, because it seems to be the third strongest silver amulet. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of runes here. Alright, so I'm going to go straight to level 3. Yeah, I got it. Alright, there we go. So I have 5 uses. That's more than enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and bank all my stuff and do a few wilderness trips. For those of you who don't know this method, it's actually a very simple method, a little bit risky. So that's why I only recommend bringing either one inventory of bones, no more than that. Maybe even a little bit of food if you really want. But, you know, for the most part, if you're just risking one inventory of bones, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You can see actually over here someone's killing the crazy archaeologist, I believe. Or no, the chaos fanatic, that's what it was. And so they'll most likely get PK'd before I do, so I'll have a little bit of time here. And speak of the devil, I'm just gonna bury some bones here. Unfortunately, it does not look like I will be surviving this one. See, I should have logged out. I shouldn't have tried to hop world. I should have just logged out. But that's my own fault. It's not a big deal. Just lost a few bones, but that's exactly the reason why I'd recommend not bringing too many bones, just in case you do die like that. So once again, for those of you who don't know this method, it's pretty much a very easy way to get some free prayer experience. Every bone that you use on this altar, there is a chance of not using up that bone. So theoretically it allows you to, you know, double the amount of experience you have if you get lucky enough. So use it here and pretty much just use it like that. Now it does do it automatically, but if you want it to be faster, then you're going to want to click. And luckily with the RuneLight plugin, you're able to do this with just one click instead of having to right click every bone, which is fantastic. And Jagex did have, you know, they did make a post saying that it's alright, which is why it's still on the RuneLight client. Otherwise it most likely would have gotten removed, because, you know, RuneLight's been having issues with Jagex in the past. But, you know, it seems that most of the drama has cleared up around that, so that's good to hear. See how long these last bones last me. One time. Alright, PK me. Do it. No? Okay. And then you just kill yourself with this wand of Zamorak as you try to pick it up. And there we go. And now just rinse and repeat. Just keep doing the same thing until you use up all your bones. Alright, so I did manage to get 1 level out of that. Not the best, but it's alright because I needed 300 bones. I only had 100 and was only able to use 75 of them. So let's go ahead and deposit that. Now I'm going to go to the Archaeus, switch to the spell book, and I'm going to use these ensouled heads that I have gathered up. I don't think I could use the dragons, but I'm going to use whatever I can for now, and we'll see where that gets me. I'm really liking these ensouled heads. They tend to give you a lot of experience. Like, look at this dog, for instance. Just by killing that, it gets 520 experience. That's equivalent to like 2.5 dragon bones. It's crazy. This whole inventory is probably not going to get me a level, but it's going to get me close at least. So I have that to look forward to. So I didn't actually realize that these reanimated calphites actually poison you. And not only that, but they hit you with a 6 damage poison. That's pretty high for something that you've already killed before. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's unfortunate because I didn't bring any food. So hopefully I'll have enough health to be able to kill these, which doesn't really seem like I will. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get food. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now because it's just not going to work out. Alright, and here's the last blood veld. So I did a little bit of math, and I have 2 options here. I could either do the 300 dragon bones with ectophile, which would be very useful because I'll also get the ecto tokens, which I could use on the bone crusher later, or I can continue using the chaos temple in the wilderness, which will only take around 200 bones, depending on how lucky I get, of course. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. Luckily, I don't need to decide right now because I still need to get more bones. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue that bone grind at the blue dragons, and then later on I'll decide on what I'm going to do. Alright, so here I am at the blue dragons. I'm actually going to try using melee for a while, see if I notice any difference. Because the problem with the crossbow is, even though it does hit hard, it's slow. So, you know, you get less hits out. Therefore, if you miss, it's going to be a bigger impact than if you were to miss attacking with a scimitar, for instance, like I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out, see if it feels any different in speed-wise at least. And if it's faster, then I'm just going to continue to do melee. Alright, so I decided that I'm going to go ahead and try to kill the green dragons out here in the wilderness. I've got some basic gear here, so you know, if I die, I'm not really gonna be losing too much. I'm just gonna be losing pretty much 19k, as you can see here, and nothing that's gonna be hard to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Hopefully I'll get a looting back so I could extend the trips a little bit. Obviously I have this glory, so if I need to, I can easily just teleport out as well. The nice thing that I actually noticed here is this place isn't actually multi, so if someone is trying to PK me, like this guy over here for instance, then I can easily just log out before they get an opportunity to attack me. And there we go. On my second kill, already got that looting bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and start putting things in there as I pick them up. So I was there for literally 5 kills and I already got attacked 3 times. It's not really looking too promising over there. I'm still gonna give it a try, but it's a pretty big hot spot as far as I can tell so far. But like I said, I'm still gonna try it out. Alright, and here we go. This should be the first trip pretty much fully completed here. I got a bunch of loot here. Let's see what we got in the looting bag. Check. 54k, so a full looting bag as well, so that's fantastic. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay here. I might as well. It is a lot faster. I was skeptical at first, but it is pretty easy to get away from people, especially if there's a lot of dragons in your area. It's easy for the PKer to get hit, as well as me trying to lure them into other dragons. Alright, so after about an hour and a half of grinding at those green dragons, I finally have enough bones to do 70 prayer. According to my calculations, I should only need about 170, so this should be more than enough unless I die, in which case that will be a sad day and I'll have to get a few more bones. Alright, and there we have it, 70 prayer. I did end up having to get another set of bones because I did die with one set. Otherwise, it would have been a perfect amount. To finish up the hard Mortania Diaries, I do need to climb up the Slayer Tower chain, which is level 71 agility, which I only have 70, but I'll drink this agility potion to climb up. And there we go. One step closer to Mortania Lakes 3. Here we go to that random island in the middle of Mostly Harmless, and I will light this now without a tinderbox because I don't have one. So that's fantastic. Hopefully lighting this mahogany plank will work here. And perfect, it worked. Another task complete. And for the last part of the task, just turn on piety, pray at this altar, and nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? Hello? Never mind. It did happen. I just need to mine mithril ore at the abandoned mine now. Task complete. And finally, for the last step, we just need to mine some of this ore. And there we go. We just completed the Mortania Hard Diaries. So now we need to talk to Ale Asebier in Canvas to claim the reward. Alright, so give me my lamp, which will be used on maybe rune crafting. Yes, rune crafting, 15,000 experience. Alright, and I got Mortania Lakes 3. So now it's time to get on that barrows grind. So before I begin barrows, I do want to pick up the bone crusher before I forget, otherwise I'll never get it. So let's go ahead and pick that up real quick. Alright, perfect. And we're going to go ahead and put those charges in and see how many we get. Alright, so let's put them in. And we have 138,000 charges. Oh my god, that's a lot. So So that'll last us a very long time. At least 138,000 kills. Alright, and we have a clue scroll casket here. I just had it laying around in the bag, so I just wanted to finish that before we started barrows, just in case we got any clue scrolls. As far as I know, you only get the elites, but just in case we do also have an opportunity of getting cards, I just wanted to finish this. So let's see what we get. Alright, so it looks like we did get a unique. We got a black dragon mask, so that's pretty cool. We get to add that onto the collection. And here we go with the first chest of the series. Good luck to me. And nothing. That's actually a lot of runes. So something that the hard diary actually does is it increases the runes you get by 50%, and that's really gonna add up over time, because I'm gonna be doing hundreds of these chests, so it's good that we got it out early. And as you can see here, I am on chest 36 because I did 35 before we began. Alright, so after doing a few barrows trips, I realized that it is kind of horrible to do it without any stamina potions. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some stamina potions by doing miscellanea. So I have some money here to deposit. I just need to get my favor up. And then I'm also going to do some herb runs. As you can see, I have all my farming gear here. Alright, so I ended up putting 1 mil in the coffers and got my approval rating to 100%. I'm going to go ahead and collect, but I don't think that I'm actually going to get anything out of it since it was at 0 for so long. So let's go ahead and see what we get. Oh wow, it actually does give me quite a decent amount of stuff considering I had nothing in the coffers. So this is going to be very useful. I'm probably going to end up doing some potion making later on. A nice amount of ranars. I might need to make that now because I don't have any ranars in stock. So, I mean any prayer potions in stock. But that's a very good start. So time to do that farm run. Also, here's how I am allocating all my goods. I'm mainly focusing on herbs because it's just going to be raw materials. And then also get some wood. If you feel that it might be beneficial to get more seeds since you'll get more herbs per seed, let me know. Alright, so I just completed the first contract of many, so I'm just going to open this because I've never actually opened one before and I don't want to see what's inside of it. Oh, so you get to open it multiple times, I see. Alright, so it looks like it gives us a decent amount of seeds here. This will last a little while. I assume they'll get better the higher level contracts I can do. Currently I can only do the easy ones for now since I'm not 65 farming. But I'm going to probably save up a few of these packs and then open them all at once. Alright, so thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a like. And if you want to be updated and notified when more content comes out, feel free to subscribe as well. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.